If you need a protein meal prep idea, chuck roast is where it's at. It's perfectly reheated and you can make so many different meals. So I started off with my fresh, clean chuck roast. Then I went ahead and I poked some holes and then I added my olive oil. I'm poking holes so that my seasonings can really penetrate inside of the chuck roast, and I did it on both sides. I'm gonna season with salt and pepper. I do go a little heavy because it is 3 pounds of meat and it's gonna be baked. I'm gonna add some sazon, garlic powder, and then of course Dominican oregano, which is a must, a definite must. And then I add some adobo, some chicken bouillon, and then some reduced sodium soy sauce. That is like a tongue twister. I had to like say that multiple times to get it right. Then I'm gonna rub it into my chuck roast on both sides. And yes, my nails are clean as you can see. And then I'm gonna add my sofrito. I do have a video on this on my page somewhere, but I do generous because this is where all my garlic, onions, my peppers, my parsley is at, and I want my chuck roast to have that flavor, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna let this marinate overnight or at least for an hour. After it's marinated, I go ahead and I cover it with aluminum foil. I add it into my preheated 400 degrees oven for an hour. Now this is after the hour. I'm going to baste it. I'm gonna put my oven down to 300, cover it for another hour. Now this is the third hour. I go ahead and I baste it again. I try it, make sure it tastes good. I put it back into the oven. Now, this is after 3 hours. My chuck roast is beautifully tender. I go ahead and I shred it with my forks, and then I let the chuck roast absorb that juice. Now that juice right there is liquid gold. So now I am going to shred everything, and then once I'm done, it absorbs majority of the juice, but I go ahead and I put it back into my oven for 15 minutes just so that the chuck roast can absorb the last of it. And then I paired it with some rice and Caesar salad, and it was so good. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.